This beautiful old home is located in Dover, Tennessee. It was once the home of the W.D. Sykes family, but now it is the home to the W.D. Sykes Historical Museum. And we're looking at the front of the house here, but we're going to go around to the back. It has a parking area and the entrance is around to the back. We want to see how they've got it decorated for the Christmas holiday. It looks like as we get to the back that they have got a sign up saying this theme for this year is going to be another Tennessee Christmas. So let's head on inside and see what they have. The first thing I noticed as I entered the museum is a tree that has a large Tennessee state flag at the top with several little state flags throughout. It also has the American flag on it. In the background, I see they have a quilt there that has Tennessee state flower, which is the iris. And I notice there's a few of those throughout the Christmas tree decoration. It also has like the state fish, the state gem, and other things. And also, they greeted me with giving me a little pamphlet that has got some numbers by several of the trees that you can see throughout the house if you and have a self-guided tour if you'd like, or they're willing to go with you and talk about it. But I wanted to do the self-guided tour so I could video it and see what this Christmas program's all about. So let's get started. On our way into the main part of the house, we'll take a look at a couple of displays they have here. On a nice quilt they have made, they also have a homestead that was once in this area model, and it's very nice. And Santa Claus, of course, and then they have an area with books and other things that you could buy in their gift shop. They also have a section that has got boats in it, and I like that they've got the Christmas hats mingled in with the displays. I like that they have little plaques up giving information on the boats, and it appears that most of these have a connection in one way or another to Dover, Tennessee. So that's a very interesting. And Clarksville has boats sometimes that stop there, as well as Dover, and they will come and tour the museum. So I'm sure they like learning a lot about the boats that they have on display. When they do you a self-guided tour, it usually starts off in the music room, but since I came in a different door and I'm doing a self-guided tour, the numbers on the tree that they've got listed for with my pamphlet are going to be backwards. I'll start with the higher number ones and work my way to that room. The first room we came through is the kitchen, and wanted you to see some of the appliances and things in the decoration they have here before we go over to the first Christmas tree that I want to talk about. And this is the Christmas tree that was number 6. And on the pamphlet it tells you that it is products that were made in the state of Tennessee. And it lists them in the pamphlet as being like cotton candy, moon pies, Goo Goo cluster bars, which is a candy bar, Mountain Dew, self-rising flour, Maxwell House coffee, Lay's potato chips. And this is just kind of an interesting thing, and also telling you that the Coca-Cola product was bottled in Chattanooga, Tennessee. So, and there's the old-fashioned washing tub with a scrubber there that you have to hand, scrub your clothes when you're washing them. Boy, it sure is good to know we got washing machines that are different from that today. Now we'll move on to our next tree. Of course, you see that is the number 5. And this tree is dedicated to the 3 presidents that were from Tennessee. That's James K. Polk, Andrew Jackson, and Andrew Johnson. I should have mentioned that the president's tree here is in the dining room, and I just love the decorations they've got here. So I'm going to give you a glimpse around. Of course, there's the president's tree again, but the table was just very nicely decorated and everything, and the hutch there, I just really liked all of it. Now we're going to head on into the men's parlor room. And I think the favorite part so far for me is seeing the decorations around the mantle. It's just brings back the old country feel to me very well, and I like that a lot. And there's a tree over in the corner that really catches my attention, and that's a tree that is dedicated to the Grand Ole Opry. I see there's a Patsy Cline on it, Minnie Pearl. There's just a fiddle, of course, and different instruments and CDs and things on it. But at the very top, we're going to take a closer look here in just a second, but there's even a mandolin over there. And there's some performance there on the Grand Ole Opry. Looks like that may be Charlie Pride, and of course there's Ernest Tubb, and there's the music hall. Of course there's Minnie Pearl, but speaking of Minnie Pearl, at the very top of the tree is a hat. And you guessed it, it cost $1.98, the same as those that Minnie wore. See Grandpa Jones in that top picture also there. And of course the George Jones disc and country music disc, and all those are very neat. So on to the next room. Actually, we're the next is going through a hallway, and they have at the end of this hallway, and we'll go up upstairs in just a little bit. Even though it's roped off, they said we could go up there. But in the hallway, it's got a nice piano there, but it's a tree that says Memphis Blues. So you know, if it's got anything to do with Memphis, it must have something to do with Elvis. So let's take a closer look at that. And of course it's commemorating the Bill Street and the music, the blues music, as well as Elvis's music, with people like B.B. King, and many famous singers have came from Memphis, but the most famous, of course, is Elvis Presley, the king of rock and roll. Now we'll head on into the next room, which is the women's parlor. And there's a little dress there that is framed. It really caught my eye. Give you a little bit closer look there of the child's dress, but I really like the mantle in this room as well, and the fireplace decorations. To me, that's just very unique. But the tree that's represented in this room is the Governors of Tennessee tree, and we're going to take a look at that in just a minute as we give you a look at a few other things here in it. And the pamphlet they handed out said a few things about the Governors of Tennessee. It said the first territorial governor of Tennessee was William Blount in 1790. The first state governor was John Sevier, it said, in 1796. James K. Polk and Andrew Johnson both were Tennessee governors before they became United States presidents. So it's got some pictures of all the governors, or at least a big part of the governors we've had here in the state of Tennessee. The last room that we're going to be visiting downstairs before we take a look at some trees upstairs is the music room, and it is dedicated to the University of Tennessee Volunteers. And as you can see from the tree's colors, the University of Tennessee colors are orange, and the university itself is located in Knoxville, Tennessee. Tennessee's pretty well known for some of its sports, as well as they have a nice country music theme, Rocky Top. When we head on upstairs, we notice the first trees we come up is dedicated to the Appalachian Mountains part of Tennessee, and which would be like the Blue Ridge Mountains of Tennessee. And it just shows the simplicity of the trees and things they would have had back years ago. And here's even a spinning wheel and little decoration by it in the hallway there. Next, we're going to head on into one of the bedrooms upstairs, and I'm going to give you a look around at some of the furniture and things they have in here. And they've got a different type, I guess you'd call that a hat stand, as well as maybe somewhere to store jewelry or something. And they have a nice quilt on here, and I think that pattern it's got on it is called a bow tie quilt. Teddy bear made out of, looks like either scrap, maybe quilting blocks or pieces of clothing or stuff. And that was a big thing years ago, that they would use it to make toys for the children out of that. And I love the old trunk. As a lot of the older homes didn't have closets, or if they did, they didn't have very many closets. And this is in the bedroom also, and I thought this was a pretty neat piece. I'm going to zoom in on the card to show you what it says, and I'll read a little bit of it. And it was donated from a lady in Paducah, Kentucky, and she put, this chaise lounge was her grandpa Sykes' favorite place to rest and take an afternoon nap. So they're very lucky to have that. Now we're going to go on over into the doll room. And I would have loved to have had a little dollhouse like that growing up. It certainly is a pretty little house. I had one, but mine was made out of tin and very simple compared to that. But there's your dress-up clothes for the little girls. And the tree in this room is called the Children's Christmas Books of Tennessee. And it has some in there, and it says it was like, 'twas the night before Christmas in Tennessee, the 12 days of Christmas in Tennessee, Santa's coming to Tennessee, and I saw Santa books and all on it. So anyway, to give you a glimpse at some of these dolls, they're just awesome to look at. Even the quilt there, folded at the bottom of the bed, is the one where it has the little boy and the little girl, and I think she's called somebody, Sue, and him Sam, but I'm not sure. Overall, Sam. And this room really fascinated me. This is called the hat room, and it said it was donated, not donated, but decorated in memory of Miss Norma Jean Sykes, which, you know, family member here. And all the hats in this room, they said, were hats that belonged to her. So I thought that's pretty neat. And on our way out, it was something a little different. When we turned off all the lights to go downstairs, there was one little light that kept shining for us. Got a little something different here. But anyway, as I close, as always, I'd like to say I hope you've had a good day. And this is the end of Christmas Day, so have a good holiday.